Did you know the average person spends 4 years of his life looking down at his cell phone? Kinda ironic, ain't it? How these touch screens can make us lose touch. But it's no wonder in a world filled with iMacs, iPads, and iPhones. So many eyes, so many selfies, not enough us's and we's. See, technology has made us more selfish and separate than ever. Cause while it claims to connect us, connection has gotten no better. And let me express first, Mr. Zuckerberg, not to be rude, but you should reclassify Facebook to what it is, an anti-social network. Cause while we may have big friend lists, so many of us are friendless all alone. Cause friendships are more broken than the screens on our very phones. We sit at home on our computers measuring self-worth by numbers of followers and likes. Ignoring those who actually love us, it seems we'd rather write an angry post and talk to someone who might actually hug us. Am I bugging? You tell me, cause I asked a friend the other day, let's meet up face to face. They said, alright, what time you wanna Skype? I responded with OMG, SRS, and then a bunch of SMHs and realized, what about me? Do I not have the patience to have conversation without abbreviation? This is the generation of media overstimulation. Chats have been reduced to snaps. The news is 140 characters. Videos are 6 seconds at high speed. And you wonder why ADD is on the rise faster than 4G LTE. But get a load of this. Studies show the attention span of the average adult today is 1 second lower than that of a goldfish. So if you're one of the few people or aquatic animals that have yet to click off or close this video, congratulations. Let me finish by saying you do have a choice, yes. But this one, my friends, we cannot autocorrect. We must do it ourselves. Take control or be controlled, make a decision. Me? No longer do I want to spoil a precious moment by recording it with a phone. I'm just gonna keep them. I don't want to take a picture of all my meals anymore. I'm just gonna eat them. I don't want the new app, the new software, or the new update. And if I want to post an old photo, who says I have to wait until Thursday? I'm so tired of performing in the pageantry of vanity and conforming to this accepted form of digital insanity. Call me crazy, but I imagine a world where we smile when we have low batteries. Cause that'll mean we'll be one bar closer to humanity.
Hey, it's Candace, Antoine, and Matthias, and we are open for discussions. That video you just watched, Matt actually tagged me in it the other day. I was really moved by it, so I think it's a good way to open up our discussion for today, because I wanted to talk about social media and technology. And I know it's a really broad subject to cover, so we'll try to cover as much of it as we can. So first I want to ask, what do you guys use social media for?
I use social media to promote certain things, just to connect with friends. Like my Facebook is definitely where I keep in touch with family. You know, yeah, mostly family. Everybody else is whatever. Instagram, it's just, you know, to like different pictures. There's a lot of cool people on Instagram, so everyone posts pretty cool pictures. And Twitter is strictly entertainment. Like, Twitter is like, it's straight for laughs. Like, when I go on Twitter, it's the most entertaining thing because people come up with the craziest things on Twitter.
What about you? What do you use your social media for?
Plenty of things. I use it, number one, to keep in touch with family and friends. I use it for news. I find out a lot of things about what's going on in the world, what's going on in the community on social media. I use it for entertainment. I like to look at jokes and all that other stuff, and just people's lives are entertaining. People share so much. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
I think for me, I use social media mostly for self-promotion, or at least I try to. But of course, my personal life gets intertwined with that. I try not to do that too much, but it does happen. So obviously there are good and bad things about social media. What do you think some of the good things are?
Good things are is, there's people from years and years ago that you haven't, talked to in a while. You can keep in touch with them. Finding family members that you probably never met in your life is good. Some people might bump into a brother they never knew they had, or a sister.
That side chick.
Yeah, that side baby.
When I was weighing the pros and cons of social media, I found more good than bad.
That's interesting.
Yeah, for me, the only good thing was that I could keep in touch with family that lives in another country or in another state, like people I don't see or speak to often. But I found a lot of bad stuff. What do you think about that, Matt?
Oh, I thought you said so you found more good.
What did I say that? I mean, I found more bad than good when I was on social media. And for me, one of the biggest things is that a lot of people think they know you personally based off your social media.
Yeah.
What are your views on that?
I think it's kind of crazy to look at something that people post and you can, make something up in your mind that, okay, I know who this person is. But I definitely think that there's a lot of bad going into social media because, it's like, you have people getting half naked on Instagram. You have, people that like post every little thing they do, like, oh, selfie, getting ready for work. Selfie, waiting for the train. Selfie this. It's like, your selfie game got to be super strong to be taking all those selfies. But, sometimes it's like, I think it's just a distraction. And I think a lot of people, like Kat said, like, a lot of people really use it to show off what they have. And it's like, you can really fake it on the internet because there's no one to really say, okay, does he really have this or not?
Yeah. What do you think?
I mean, to be honest with you, there's some bad things with it. And it's funny because I was telling you guys a story about my friend. Because first off, I just want to say that anything you put on social media, you're giving the public the opportunity to judge you.
Right.
And you can't be mad when they judge you because we do it to celebrities all the time.
Right.
So social media is a way for normal people to become celebrities. Now, I have a friend, he wanted me to say his name, but I'm not going to do it to him. But he was on Instagram and Facebook for a while. He was very active on it. And we sat and had a conversation. He was telling me, because this is my first time talking to him about why he's not on social media anymore. He's like, basically people were judging him, and not even from his page. They was judging him from what they saw on other people's pages of him, engaging in certain activities and stuff like that. So he took down his Facebook, took down his Instagram, and it's funny because he's done things since that are like to die for Instagram, like Instagram worthy. Like he went to, I want to say Miami, took a trip out there with him and his lady friend. He rented a drop top Benz. Like it was crazy. And like just the things he was doing, he was sending those pictures to me, sending them to his other brothers, sending them to his family members. Like it's to the point where I'm looking at these pictures like, I want to post those for you. You know what I'm saying? Like.
So what makes something Instagram worthy? That's a good point, because I was sitting down with someone and he told me my Instagram was boring, and I'm like, what am I supposed to be putting on Instagram?
Entertaining.
So what makes something entertaining on Instagram?
The bar is set high right now. Because there's no filter with Instagram. There's no filter with Facebook. Like I was saying, attention is the new currency. So I see a lot of things on Instagram and Facebook that people should be getting paid for. So, back in the day, you meet a girl and, if you have one intention with her, you might ask her for a picture, a dirty picture, but that's after you get to know her. Nowadays, you meet a girl, you just go on her Instagram to see all the goods.
That's really sad. And speaking of seeing all the goods, that's one of the cons about social media as well, because a lot of these pictures that women are posting are being sold to X-rated sites. And not even just naked women in general. People are posting pictures of their children in bathtubs, and they get upset when their child's picture ends up on a child
Pornography.
Exactly. Like it kind of takes away from the natural way of life. Because you have to stop everything you're doing to take that selfie, or you know, don't touch your food yet because I have to take that picture, you know, before you eat. So those are just some of the cons, and I think people are really forgetting the value of human interaction as well with social media. And that's another thing I wanted to talk to you guys about. You know, people just aren't communicating the way they used to because of social media. And you know, everyone will be sitting here together, but both of us will be on our phones looking through Instagram.
And you know what's funny? Is how social media changed life is sometimes you'll be at the club and instead of you see a dope chick or someone you find attractive, instead of going to get her number, you find her on Instagram or something, and then like. And
I've been asked that before. Not what is your phone number, but what is your Instagram?
Yeah, it's actually funny that you bring up the club, because last time I went to the club, probably one of the last times I'll go like in a long time. I'm in the club and it's like everyone is just standing around taking pictures on their phone. Like there's no one dancing, there's no one, like everyone is just like in a group picture, like, yo, take this for the gram. And it's like, did y'all come to be entertained, or did you come to make it seem like on Instagram you're living the life? Like, you know, if there was a VIP, they had the bottles in the picture. It's like, there's like 30 of y'all in here, so to have one bottle, it kind of financially kind of makes sense. 30 people chip in on a bottle, okay, it's reasonable to have one. You know what I'm saying? Like 30 people chipping in about one bottle, it's like, okay, I understand that, but it's like that's showing off, and no one is enjoying, like, you know, like you'll go up to dance with a girl and she'll be on her phone on Instagram, like, boy, you better back up. Like, I'm on to turn my lights right now.
This is more important.
Well, that's a good point. My friend said when he does not post anything, that's when you know he's having fun. So if you're in the club and you're posting pictures and taking selfies, are you really having fun?
I mean, no, like Matt was telling me that story. It's funny because it's been situations like that where I'd be at a venue and I'll see the same thing. People taking pictures, and I'll look at their pictures, and their pictures look like the club was jumping. It looked like it was rocking in there.
There was 10 people in there.
Yeah, and I'm there like, whoa, it wasn't really like this. You know what I'm saying? So like the Instagram could definitely, and Facebook could definitely make something seem different, and a lot of people do that with their lives on.
Let's talk about why people share so much information. Because people share a lot. And not only pictures, their Facebook statuses and Twitter posts where people are just putting their business completely out there. Why do you think they do it?
Opportunity. Mark Zuckerberg said, because I asked him about it, he said, I'm just saying.
You asked him?
No. They asked him about it. Those people asked him about it. But he made a good point. He said, I mean, not the exact quote, but he said something around, I can only give them the opportunity to share. I can't force them to share. So I can provide you the platform, but I'm not going to tell you what to put on there. You know what I'm saying? So people share so much because of that opportunity, and it's like the more people, you know, this girl might post that, so it's like, okay, I gotta up this. Or you can look at it like, since she posted that, it's okay. Look at the response she got. So I'm gonna, you know, throw that ball over.
As far as pictures.
Yeah, as far as pictures and everything like that. But yeah, I mean, people just feel like their life has to be shared with the world. It's, you know, that celebrity thing.
People sharing so much, do you think it's more of an attention thing? Like people just do it because they really want attention?
Yeah, there's a lot of attention whores out there, and I think right now there's a lot of men who are attention whores than women. As crazy as that sounds, I think there's a lot of dudes that do a lot of things so that they can get some type of recognition from women. And it's actually, it's kind of weird because it never was like that before. It was like, you know, you kind of do your own thing, and then, you know, you go to the women that you want. And now it's like, well, let me compete with this girl. This girl got 100 likes. Let me see if I can get 200 likes or whatever. You know, like it's I don't know. To me, it's just weird.
You said something about people wanting to feel like celebrities. So my friend told me the other day that he got into an argument with a girl, like they were at a party, he didn't really know her, but they were disputing something, and she told him to shut up with his 200 followers. Whoa. It's like, am I supposed to feel some type of way because you have 400 more followers than me? So I feel like it's a psychological thing, like people really feel like I have 400 people that care so much about what I'm doing in my everyday life.
Yeah, I feel like Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, that's like a business card. You know, it's like okay, that whole follower situation. Some people are judged off of that. There's probably some females and males who, you know, they'll look at your page, look at how many followers you got, how many pics you posted, and say,
and not follow you.
Yeah,
that's
like,
crazy.
Yeah, I can't put that on my resume. You know what I'm saying? Like, I only follow like celebrities and hoods.
People can pay for followers, so
I never got that either. So is it something
like
that you sign up for?
Yeah, you can just I don't know. They have, I think there's apps for it where like you pay a certain amount of money, and or you can pay someone to shout you out, and then.
But who does that? Why
Like, but think about it. If you know people are gonna like, if you don't want to get that, you only got 200 followers. This like, if you want to get, you know, you don't want to get heartbroken like that. You could just, I got $40. I'm gonna go pay for some followers, and now you got 7,000 followers, 7,000 extra followers. So now maybe you follow 400 people. And then you got 7,000 followers. Now you look like you're somebody who's important.
But don't people wonder where you got all those followers from? Like, what is he doing to have 7,000?
Which is why they'll probably follow you. What is he doing that he has all these followers?
Exactly.
He must be, or she must be really important because all these people really care about following her.
Status.
It's that status. It's like, yo, you got all these, you know, quote unquote fans. It's like, yo, what do you do? What's so interesting about you? And then you'll follow them to see what's interesting.
Okay, so you pay for the followers. How do you get the people to follow you once you pay? Like,
I don't know
computer generated thing?
I don't know how it works.
Oh.
I don't pay for no followers. but
can't help you with that one.
But yeah, I can't help
I
you.
know dudes who have brought that up in arguments like, what? What's your so-and-so followers? I got 1,200 some odd followers. Like, people use that. But I think the key word in that is followers. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're becoming a follower. Like, I follow Diddy. I follow, like, so-and-so. It's like,
that bothered me too when people are always saying, oh, shout out to my follower Cutie21 for liking my pic, but it's like you follow her too. So
that whole following thing. So like y'all was saying earlier, if I look at someone's page and they got 10,000 followers, maybe someone wants to follow them just like Matt said, because they're a follower. Like, I'm following these 10,000 people. Like, they know what they're doing. Like, they're following someone special. So as a follower, I'm gonna be a follower. I'm not really a follower. Like, you know, I'm looking at two other leaders at this table. So like we think differently from the average person, but that whole Instagram, this whole phenomenon, this whole social media
look what it's
shit.
doing to everyone.
To be honest with you, like, where I'm guilty with social media is I vent on social media.
I want to talk about that. Venting brings me into our next topic, which is when sharing becomes too much. And venting is one of the things that I thought about. So what bothers me is when people vent all the time about things that they shouldn't be talking about. So for instance, like deadbeat dads. Like, can we not vent about your deadbeat baby father? Because it just looks bad and it doesn't make him look good and it doesn't make you look good. And I think, like we spoke about earlier, people have some idea of the person you are based off your social media, and it's like, what are you telling the public when you're venting about things like this?
Well, I definitely agree. Like, with that, it's like, if you are venting about a personal situation, it's like you're leaving no room to reconcile. You know what I'm saying? You already put that person on blast, so what are you supposed to do after you got reconciled? You know what I'm saying? It's gonna look weird when you post pictures with that person you just blasted. But when I was saying venting, I don't really vent on personal issues. I leave my personal issues at home, you know, or with the person I'm having issues with. When I vent, it's normally about public issues.
Okay.
So if there was something going on.
And that's fine.
Yeah. I mean, it's fine. You know, you do have to be politically correct sometimes. It's like, it'll take me an hour to put up like a three sentence status, because I'm like, okay, how can I give off this without, ruffling feathers? You know, there's people from my job who follow me, so they might not have the same point of view on certain topics I might have. So it's like, you know, I gotta be censored, but at the same time, you know, be real. Yeah, be honest. So it's a thin line when you're doing that. But when I'm venting, it's basically on public issues.
That whole deadbeat dad thing, or like your exes or whatever, like going online and talking about them, it's like when you're blasting them, it's so weird because at one point in time you were with this person. You know, like Styles P said, "Please don't hate, because at least you can say you was with it." And it's like, at one point you were like this with that person, and now it's, oh, this nigga ain't shit, or this bitch, she's a hoe. It's like, yo, did you know this going into the situation? Like, and if you did, you're more wrong for continuing to be with that person. So I think like venting about that stuff is stupid. I think when you have a personal fallout, with a friend, like going on the internet, putting them on blast, like, I ain't gonna say no names, but there's a couple people that owe me some bread. I ain't gonna get on. I'm not gonna blast them. Like it's like it's just money at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of stuff that people do that they go on, like as soon as it's bad, it's like, I have to let people know I was in traffic for 3 hours. I have to let people know I was in traffic. I have to let people know how the train was late. I have to let people know how, whatever. And they have to get that off their chest. And it's like, at the end of the day, it's like, one, who cares? And two, is it really that bad?
I saw a video on Facebook that, it wasn't on Facebook, it was on YouTube, but it was a girl who put a video up on Facebook. It was funny and it was sad. It just had so many different emotions at the same time. So basically what happened was, it was this girl, she's from high school. She's in high school, she's 17 years old. And
wait, did you send me this?
Yes.
Okay.
Both of you all.
Yeah.
So she likes to give oral sex.
Oh, I didn't watch it. Because this is news to me.
Oh man! So she likes to give oral sex, and alright. So this is serious. This is serious.
It is very serious. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
It's still funny though.
It's not bad.
It's entertainment, and it's like watching reality TV. It's like. They ratchet, but you feel bad for them at the same time. Like,
tell me about the high school girl, man.
She's 17 years old. And on her Facebook page, there's, a lot of disrespect. Like, there's other girls who, she likes to give oral sex. So, these guys, their girlfriends, their girlfriends are, like, on her page calling her all types of hoes and bitches and all this other stuff. And their dudes are on there, disrespectful too. So she puts up a video on her Facebook page because she had to vent. She said, I'm tired of y'all hating on me. Like, I'm sorry. I have a situation. Like, I have a problem. I like to give oral sex. And then it was so bad to the point where she had to say, while she was saying that, like, I have a problem. She was like, and to be real, if you want your dick sucked, text me.
That was the funny part.
Yeah, that was the funny part. I'm like, this is really a problem. But at the same time, her voice is cracking. She sounded like she wants to cry.
She's hurt. She's broken.
Yeah.
But the funny part is, like, she was like, I really want to stop, but if you want head, text me.
She was like, I only did like 2. She like, I only did like 2 today. So, I'm progressing.
I probably won't do it for another month or another week. Yeah. But I don't know, maybe.
Okay, my question is that real?
It's real.
Or is she doing it for the likes and the attention?
This is personal things. Like, trust me, in high school, I've seen women, like girls like that. It's just that they didn't have the platform to, to sell
what they're doing.
Not just sell it, but to tell these other girls to stop hating. Back when I was in high school, they just had to get into fights. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It was just they had to get into fights. But now it's like, okay, I'm gonna put this on social media so that I kill 2 birds with 1 stone. You know what I'm saying? So it's the new way of getting stuff off your chest without any physical altercation. Like, you can hide behind the screen and say, a girl can be like, this chick, she likes to sleep with married men.
That's like those sites like where it's a Facebook page and they're posting all these girls or all these dudes that snitching or all these girls that sleeping around with each other.
Like the Boston smut pages. Yeah. It's ridiculous. It's like, I don't know. That's another form of venting. Like, maybe you're mad because you didn't get none, or maybe, I don't know what the reason is. I think it's corny, but it's like you're putting someone on blast for no reason. Right. And if you think about it, whoever's behind the pages, once they get all those followers, they feel good. Like, they like the thought of having people want to know, like, stuff that they know. And
so, like you said about Home Chick and her whatever
issue.
Her issue. So my mother showed me a video yesterday where a guy is in the basement of his I guess he's the side dude. So the girl's husband comes home and he's hiding in the basement and he recorded a video. And he's like, I told her that's why I didn't want to come here. I didn't want to get caught up, and now her man's upstairs and I'm going to stop messing with her, but I can't because her shit's too good. But I'm like, is that real? Is he really hiding in the basement, or is he just doing that to get some likes and to get some subscribers on YouTube?
I think it's a real situation, but people know if they put it on the internet, they can become famous. Mm-hmm. There's a chance that it could go viral, and then, you know, they're the side dude that was caught in the basement. Mm-hmm. You know, so it's definitely like, I think with the whole, like, people becoming fake, like, you know, Justin Bieber got found on the internet. You know, the Shmoney dance, like, that was done like early in the year, and then it just became a vine, and now this guy's a millionaire because of something he did and put it on the internet. So
a dance that I've been doing my whole damn life.
Yeah, you could have had a $2 million deal.
Exactly.
So I think it's
maybe
just
I need to start posting more things on the internet.
Maybe.
Another thing that I've been seeing a lot lately has been funerals.
Well, like I said, the platforms out there, people are gonna just up the bar, like on a regular basis, people are gonna up the bar. So, like, emotions, you know, like, people, if they're feeling emotional, they want the world to know that they're feeling emotional, how emotional it is. Like, I've seen, like, Facebook statuses where people say, yo, I can't stop crying, you know, ever since I heard about so-and-so, like, the tears just flowing, like, okay, you know, we understand that, but do we really have to, you know that, you know?
And I mean, I'm guilty of doing that too, but now I try to keep as much negativity away from social media as I can. Like, that, I feel like that's something you would share amongst your family and friends, not necessarily on the internet. But as far as the funeral thing, I mean, I'm seeing pictures of people laying in caskets and...
Yeah, that was like a big thing, a funeral selfie. Like, that was
yeah, I remember that.
That was like I don't remember how long ago, but people were really like, funeral selfie, and that was like huge. And people really did. Like, I can't believe someone could really have the, like... To
be like, wait, I have to make sure I document this face.
Yeah, like, it's crazy to me.
So the one I saw, it was, so the person is here where I am, the ground and the casket is in front, and there are people behind. And so the girl, the guy, whoever's Instagram it was, she was taking a picture, but my attention went straight to everyone else that had their camera up.
Oh, man.
So it was like every other person had their flashes going off, they was recording videos, and I'm like, when did people start recording someone being buried? It just doesn't make sense to me. And I feel like that's when sharing just becomes too much.
I feel like the more time that goes on in life, there's, like, privacy is just going to become non-existent. Like, there's no such thing as privacy now at all. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, you know, there's cameras everywhere. It's just no such thing as privacy. So people are, like, feeding into that, where it's like, it's not the government's fault. It's not Zuckerberg's fault. It's our fault. Because they can only provide us with these cell phones, with these social media sites and everything. It's up to us to, like, put the activity on it. So people just feed into it. It's like people are desensitized to seeing everybody's personal life. So it's just everything goes.
Yeah, that's true. And do you think we share as much as we do now because it's just the normal thing to do? Everyone's doing it, so we feel like we have to put pictures up eating too. We have to put pictures in the funeral. We have to take pictures when we go in the shower and out the shower. I feel like everyone's doing it.
It's to me, and I think it's a good thing, social media is kind of like therapy. So it's like, you know, you could be going through something in your life, but as long as you can promote that you're living good, that you're healthy, that, you know, nothing's wrong, maybe that's some type of therapy so that you know, you feel, it makes you feel better. So it's like, okay, yeah, I know I'm fucked up, I know I'm in a messed up situation, but they see me as living life, and, you know, when someone bumps into me in the streets and they give me all this type of love, you know, that's therapy, because shit, they think I'm doing good.
Right. Was it made as a way to keep us connected and united?
Yeah, I think its intentions are still the same. It's to connect everyone, to, you know, bring everyone together. I just think that everyone's individual purpose is different. Some people really do want to get famous. Like, I mean, look how cool it would be if you're a musician or an artist. You have this platform where
you know, if you're a rapper, you don't have to wait for a major record label to give you any type of backing. You can just start it up on your own and you know, gain a following. If you're an artist, you can put art up and, you know, people can like it. So it does have its you know, pros of being able to share things, share, you know, whatever you want to share.
As far as Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, I think they was created to keep tabs on us. Like, you could, it's out there
for the government to keep tabs on us, or for me to keep tabs on you.
It could be the government. It could be the police, FBI. It could be your job. You know, it could be your job. Like, it could be a situation where you calling sick and you on Instagram at the beach, like turning up. You know, it could be that, or it could be I applied for a job. Okay, we're gonna take your real name, look you up on Facebook, and see who you really are. You know, or it could be like the FBI sitting back and watching you post guns, watching you post money, but you're posting all day so you don't have a job. You know, so it's like they keeping tabs on us.
Do you think that's fair? Like that jobs can do that, go look you up on the internet and do their research before hiring you?
I think it's fair.
You do?
I mean, if you're let's break it down to an even simpler thing. If you're dating someone, so if you're a girl and you see a dude, his Instagram is full of money, guns, and he's always smoking weed, are you gonna say, alright, he seems like a cool guy, but talk to him, boom, you know what I'm saying? Like, you'll do a little, you know, you'll see what he's doing and be like, alright, I don't want to get involved in that. So he could be a great guy, but you know, his Instagram is full of stuff, and then you don't want to get caught up in any of that stuff. So I think it's all fair game.
So everyone gets to do their research now.
Yeah, like Cap said, you know, you're giving people an opportunity to judge you.
Yeah.
So if you don't want to be judged, then don't post what you're posting.
So what do you think lies in the future of social media?
Oh, it's about to get real.
It's about
to get real. There's gonna be people who Instagram their pregnancy, you know, giving birth.
I've seen it.
Yeah, there's gonna be people who, I mean, I've seen people tweet through their pregnancy, like about to push the baby out.
That's ridiculous.
Like going into labor, like you got your phone on you during that whole process, so it's definitely something where there is no more, whatever you're doing, it's good for social media.
So remember when we were growing up, we had Black Planet and Mahente and Crush Spot. I feel like that's why I'm so hesitant now when it comes to social media, because first of all, I don't think I had internet at home. So I had to wait to go to my cousin's house on the weekend. So I wasn't posting the way I do now, where I'm posting every second of my day. And it wasn't right at my fingertips. So I think that's why I'm a little hesitant now. But this new generation is growing up with this being completely okay. So I think it's just going to become the norm. And you will eventually lose all rights to privacy. Nothing will be private anymore.
Most definitely.
And I saw those Google Glasses. How does that work? Is it like something that you put it on and it just records what you're doing throughout the day from your point of view or something?
That's scary. I haven't heard of it.
Well, I think that's what it will become, where you're just like recording your day-to-day life.
You'll be able to do that. I'm pretty sure in the future that's what it's going to be.